And we are live. It's Alchemy of Life back with another video, guys. It's been a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with libations before we get into the video. I'm not sure how long today's video is going to be. It is what it is. But what I will say is a pretty interesting video. I've been leveling up on all avenues of my life. I've been like when you see me guys gone for a while and I'm back out of nowhere, it's because I'm working on shit. I got shit going on in my life and just shit keeps popping up or, shit I need to work on. So it's all good. So we're gonna start off with the libations. If you are unfamiliar with libations, what's up, the Wandering Sage? What is up? If you are unfamiliar with libations is when you give power to the energies of the earth, certain gods and goddesses and spirits that you want to call out. Like I say, like I got this from Bobby Hemmett, the great Bobby Hemmett. Watching his lectures and knowing the meaning of it before his lectures, before every lecture, like he'll get into the lecture and to like he'll get into it a little bit and then he'll start pouring libations. That gives you a shield of energy, and also in ways where people can't, if people are trying to be nefarious and shut you down, or peer in, they can't do that, and it really just helps give you lots of energy. Thank you, Tay. Thank you. We're gonna get to it, so I'm just gonna go off the top of my head. Bobby always had it up here, so we're gonna go Ashe to Hootie, Ashe to my higher self, Ashe to the great mother, the real great mother, Ashe to the mother, the maiden, the crone. Ashe Set, Ashe Horus, Ashe Ra, Ashe Dambala, Ashe to the Loa, Ashe to the archangels, Ashe to our ancestors known and unknown, Ashe to all gods and goddesses known and unknown, Ashe. I'll get better at that once I have on my dome more. Like there are books of gods and goddesses that you can buy. Set that right here. So basically we're gonna get into the video now. So basically it's the Great Slumber, Agents Among Us. And this was a video, this particular topic wasn't requested, but it was a topic. It's a topic about Hollywood and the rituals and different things on a spiritual level. And I will connect that to us and how not to be attacked, or not even that, how to defend yourself, like defense against the dark arts, what's going on, and also what is something that we can do to defend ourselves and how we can attack, by giving you knowledge about what's going on, and it's always distractions in media and social media. So basically it'll start with memes. It'll start with people on on social media talking about, okay, like in this case the topic is J. Cole's new album. It's like, Joe, how is that relevant to what's going on? It's very, very relevant. J. Cole, I'm gonna start off, he's one of my favorite rappers, but he's on bullshit. So is Kendrick Lamar. He's on bullshit. One of my favorite rappers, but they're on bullshit. They are some of the most major puppets in the in the mainstream right now when it comes to the newer generation of rappers and musicians. As far as influence that they have and things that they can do. Because it's all about breaching the subconscious mind and putting in their agendas. That's how they clone people now. The easiest way to clone people is to drop into the mind, into the subconscious mind, the ideals of these Hollywood elites, not just them, but the elites period, or the fake elites as I like to call them, because they're not really real elites. I don't want to give them that type of power or energy, but you get what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. How they clone people now is through ideals, and they use their agents, and their agents are usually entertainers, because that's where people are putting their energy. Okay, so look at social media and the media for distractions. They should be popping up just like that. You should know because it's where everybody's putting their energy. Okay, so basically, I want to start off by letting you know how Hollywood recycles spirits. Hollywood will recycle spirits of deities or spirits themselves from certain energy sources, and they'll give them to these entertainers. Okay, and this spirit will also take on the energy of the person that it is in, and once they take that spirit out, they'll give it to somebody else, and it has all of this like information stored up, all this gunk. So like, if you look at J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, this is just the beginning, just breaking it down so you can see how the rituals are done on you and on us, period. So basically, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar are the new Eminem and the new Jay-Z / Nas. So Kendrick Lamar would be the new Eminem. So Kendrick Lamar is hooked up with TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, one of my favorite record labels because my favorite rapper of all time, Ab Soul, was on that label with Kendrick, his friend Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, J Rock. It's a very well-known label now, but it's not mainstream. It's independent, and what they do is they find their artists major deals. But Interscope Records, a major fucking label, one of the most major labels since the 90s. Look up Interscope Records and Jimmy Iovine's fuck ass. And what they've been doing, Lady Gaga's on that label. It's a very, very big label. Interscope Records basically fronts money to Top Dog Entertainment, so you can say Top Dog is actually Interscope. Basically, they're a derivative of that, and Interscope is a derivative of Universal Music Group, which is the one of three in an umbrella. Universal Music Group, Sony, and Warner Brothers control all of music. Those three record labels control every other record label you can think of. All those three. Prince was on Warner, Michael Jackson was on Sony, and Eminem is on fucking UMG with Lil Wayne and Drake and all of them. They're all derivatives. Young Money is a derivative of Universal. So you kind of see how this trickles down, how three record labels own the fucking whole music industry, and 1/3 of the music industry is owned by this French company operated out of Africa called the Vivendi Corporation. Check out the Vivendi Corporation. Type them in, Vivendi, Vivendi Corporation. You can even Google them and find them in Wikipedia. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Mike on Sony. Yeah, Mike had so many different people's masters on that record label. It wasn't even funny. So he definitely had a stake in it. In that, once you start owning masters of like the Beatles, he had Eminem's masters. That's fucking Universal, Interscope. So basically, Top Dog Entertainment is Interscope. Now, how does that come into play? Well, Dr. Dre is kind of like mentoring Kendrick Lamar. And this has been since, what up, Lemuria, what up? Since around 2012, when he dropped the song Swimming Pools and he got really big, Kendrick Lamar got hooked up with Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, that's Eminem, that's his whole fucking career right there. Those two people put him on. So they did the ritual with Kendrick Lamar to give him that Eminem-like essence, and they gave Eminem the Christ. They did the Christ ritual with him. So you're going to see Kendrick Lamar as with what he's doing, like a Christ energy, which is, it's very, very fucking wild. And if you look at Kendrick Lamar's whole career and the things that he's done and the work he's done, it's very similar to Eminem. So that is the spirit that he's rolling with. Now, the main topic is J. Cole and with the rituals, because he just dropped an album called The Off Season. Yeah, he dropped that. What's today? Well, it actually came out yesterday, because today is the 15th. It's 12 a.m. where I'm at. So technically, he dropped it on May 14th. Today's the 15th. And he did a freestyle that basically, I won't say trying to set people back, but trying to keep the trauma inside of the black community, but we're gonna get there. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So basically, J. Cole and Kendrick have those recycled spirits. And now with J. Cole, they put Jay-Z, J. Cole. J. Cole is signed to whom? Rock Nation. Jay-Z, J. Cole. It's something about these J's, because Jay-Z, when Joey Badass was big, his name is Javante. He tried to sign him. And, we all know how that ended up with Pro Era and Capital Steez, quote unquote, committing suicide. But that's neither here nor there. So J. Cole, Jay-Z, and J. Cole is a very big Nas fan. So he also has that Nas spirit, that whatever spirit they put into Jay-Z and Nas is in J. Cole. So he's going to act accordingly. So Kendrick equals the yin energy and Cole equals the yang energy. Just as, they have the yin and yang. They are big musicians in this generation. And a lot of rituals and music have been going through them. Especially lately, you're going to see a lot more. So basically, J. Cole dropped his new album called The Off Season. I'm gonna get into blowing that shit up. And he dropped a freestyle. And it was to primarily rock black folks to sleep, but rock the whole conglomerate of people to sleep, period. And to keep the ideal of slavery and the trauma of slavery and alive inside of the DNA. Kendrick Lamar also does the same thing. It correlates into it. Sometimes the terminology he uses, with him, with his To Pimp a Butterfly cover taken right in front of the White House during the Obama administration, was kind of showing off certain things. Sorry, my notes are right here. So basically, J. Cole said something in a freestyle before he dropped his album that one line he said he was the hardest thing out the South since slavery. So basically what he's trying to do is the ritual of keeping slavery inside of the DNA, keeping it alive. Like if you watch Brother Panic, Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, they talk about this. That is to keep the ritual of trauma alive. That's how they keep you under control. Past trauma keeps things alive in the DNA, and then they can control you using that, or the masses, should I say. But anybody that falls for the ritual can and will be controlled. It's a ritual all in itself. So the album cover that J. Cole dropped, there's some symbolism on it. Indeed, there was some symbolism. So there's a basketball hoop in the backdrop. It's dark. There's kind of smoke coming around. And there's a basketball hoop in the backdrop, and it's on fire. That's fucking code for the Kundalini energy, okay? That it kind of looks like a serpent. Kind of. So that's code for the Kundalini energy, okay? And J. Cole is off to the side in front, and you can see him in front of the cover, and the basketball hoop is like in the backdrop of the cover on fire, and he's just standing there, okay? Now, J. Cole is a Yaldabaoth spirit. That's, not even an Archon, the Yaldabaoth spirit. But basically, yeah, you can say an Archon because the Yaldabaoth spirit produces Archons. So basically, if you look at him, his dreads make him look like a lion. Yaldabaoth has the head of a lion and the body of a worm / parasite, or a serpent, if you will, more like a worm or a parasite. If you watch the movie Poltergeist, you can see, if you look up a clip of the movie Poltergeist where the worm comes out of the TV, that's that motherfucker Yaldabaoth. Okay? If you go into Gnosticism, and you will see who Yaldabaoth is. Yaldabaoth is the fake sun god. He is the motherfucker who created this matrix and who was trapping us all in here, stealing people's soul force. Okay, so that is also key. Now, with Cole standing off to the side, but in the front and in the backdrop, you can see the Kundalini energy with the basketball hoop on fire. With him standing the way he is, kind of like in front of it, but off to the side, but still somewhat in front, that is symbolic of him as a gatekeeper. That is symbolic of the gatekeeper, of him being a gatekeeper or a crossroads energy. You have to get through him to get here, is what they're saying, because they're controlling people's Kundalini energy. So if your Kundalini energy is being controlled by these gatekeepers, that's just if it is. Mine isn't, because I know how my shit works. I got my shit on lock. But a lot of people's energy and shit and the soul force is being siphoned and controlled. So if you want to get your shit back, or if you want to get your shit popping, you got to go through them. Is what they're saying. And it's symbolic of that. Going through the sun, or you have to going through Christ, because he is also a Christ energy. Yin and yang. Him and Kendrick are yin and yang. So basically, he is shutting down the Kundalini energy. So everything, that whole cover is symbolic of A, the Kundalini energy, B, him being a gatekeeper of it, and C, them shutting it down. Now, let me tell you how it's done. J. Cole is in Aquarius, which is an air sign, okay? So basically what he's doing to shut down the Kundalini energy is throwing water, Pisces energy, or throwing water. And Pisces is the last age we were just in. We are now in the age of Aquarius. Okay? The age of Aquarius. So he's the water bearer. What they're doing is they're pouring water out. So visualize it, pouring water onto that hoop. Bearing the water that pours. Okay? That shit out and on to the fire. Okay? So when you put the fire out, that creates steam and air. It creates air, steam, smoke, all of that. So it creates air. Aquarius is an air sign. You get it? So basically the age of the Aquarius is going to be like the age of blinding lights. Okay? He is blinding you with his light. With his ideals he raps about, and knowing others see him as like an activist in hip hop, it gives him direct access to the subconscious mind of all whom will listen to him and not question his ass. So basically, by doing that, and knowing that the age of Aquarius is also the age of blinding lights, I would say truth is the new lie. I'm going to do a whole video on this. I'm going to give you a synopsis. The Weeknd came out with a song called Blinding Lights. He was trying to tell you. Listen to that song, pull up the lyrics, decode it. You get the etymology, all of that. Now, you would say, how is the age of Aquarius, which is supposed to be about truth and light and awakening, about, blinding lights? Well, the truth is a blinding light, okay? There's so much truth. So they are born arcs, or do they become? Or do they become? A lot of them. Here's the thing: J. Cole most of them are created this way. Some of them aren't born this way. But what happens is, actually, technically, they are born this way because they're born again this way. Lady Gaga's album "Born This Way" was about her being reborn. Okay, when like in Christianity, when you get baptized, you're born again with that spirit. So technically, per their logic, yes, they are. They're born again into that, into that form, into that religion as that entity, or the spirit of that entity. They're born again. Because at first, when you're first popping out of your mom's womb, you're not. It's funny, his head is that of a lion because in the animal kingdom, the lion is made to look like the hyenas, is made to look like the rogues. Yep, you're right, Wandering Sage, you are right. It's the female lion, the lioness, the mother lion or the mother goddess that is really the fucking one tearing shit up. But if you look up, J. Cole was born in Germany. A lot of these rappers are born in Germany. Wiz Khalifa was a military child, as well as J. Cole, born in Germany. Schoolboy Q, he's on the same label as Kendrick Lamar, born in Germany. I just found another rapper was born in Germany. Absol, born in Germany. It's like in the military. And the military has a big role in this Hollywood shit. Very big role. But let's get back to the blinding lights decode. So basically the blinding lights is how to blind somebody with the truth is very easy. If you blind them with a very low level form of truth or facts, it could lead you down where? A rabbit hole. How many times has anybody, raise your hand if you've ever gone down a rabbit hole that it's only gonna, just raise your hand if you've ever gone down a rabbit hole, and it's almost like when you come back out, you're like, whoa, that's if you come out. Because you're just on that one stream of consciousness down this hole. And you got to pick yourself up and come the fuck out. You got to come out. That's how you blind people with light. You blind them with so much energy, they're like, whoa. So much light, they're like, whoa, it's truth. It's truth, they're not lying. Now they're giving you all of this knowledge. And what it's to do is to block you from the real knowledge, which is knowledge of self. Gnosis of self. Know thyself. So yes, research, but don't forget to pour that water into you. Use this energy of the age of Aquarius in a way in which you will grow. Or you will end up blinded by the light. And your energy will be siphoned, and you will just be a battery for this fucking matrix. That's just what it is. The truth is the new lie. They're blinding niggas with truth. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're going to find out a whole bunch more information about these occult groups, these cults and shit, and, the child pedophilia and all that. They're going to tell you the things on that stream of consciousness that has not been put out yet. They will tell on themselves, aka not even swinging their own pendulum, but controlling the swing of the pendulum so that you don't see what's up here. Okay? You don't want to see what's up here. I'm giving you the knowledge from J. Cole that's up here. He's going to swing the pendulum so you get what's under here. So they're going to give you some fucking terrible shit. And you're going to go through that. That's going to be all over YouTube. And that's going to be the new shit everybody's going to be talking about. That's going to be the new distraction. Everybody's going to be going down these rabbit holes. A lot of people are going to be waking up. Which is good. Which is what they're risking. They're going to risk it for the biscuit. But people tend to stay at a certain level once they get blinded by the light of truth. Of whatever truth. And they forget. They're blinded by the projection and forget to go in here. So also know to be still. Know to be still. What up, Agjari? What up? We're almost done. Almost. Well, I might stay on for a little while longer since I've been gone for a while because it's only been like 23 minutes, and this one wasn't going to be a long one. But we can make it that, poured libations, went through the notes, so you can run it back and, later on and catch, all the decodes. So basically, that's fucked up, guys. Blinding niggas with light, which is, okay, we know they do that. But truth and information, they're not even lying to y'all motherfuckers no more. They just giving you the truth and giving you a big pile of it at once. It's like on Thanksgiving when your eyes are bigger than your stomach. And you can't eat what you thought you could. But you focus on this here when you kind of shouldn't even focus on something else. Maybe the lighter foods. Maybe the healthy, who knows? Who cares? But that was a bad example. Maybe think about it like this. Where your focus is, that will grow. So if you're focused on a certain form of light, it will grow and manifest in your life. So, but basically what will happen is you will just manifest more of the rabbit holes you've been going down, just more of that, and your life will be consumed by that, research-wise or on any other form or platform of your life. So you get caught up in that branch of light and forget to come back inside and do the work, break down who you are, break down yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. That's what that age of Aquarius is really supposed to help people do, is to go into self. Why? Because when you go into self and you break down yourself, then we can talk about the divine energies, masculine, and divine feminine, coming back together. Once you break yourself down and you know yourself and you know who you are, it's easier to unify those two energies because that's what time it is. It's unity time. That's what time it is. And that's ultimately one of the things they're trying to break down. There's a lot of the twin energy. The twin energy is big. Okay, the twin energy is here. We had 2020. I call those the identical twins. Now we're in 2021, which is a mirror of 2012, which is just the twin energy right now. Okay. I'll be doing a video on the real science of twin flames and all that shit because it's not what you think that it is. It is not what you think it is. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not what you think it is. The lion is Siba. Haley, Kushite Empire, yup. On point. I just got some information from a friend about Haile Selassie and who he really is. You know, because there are certain figures we're told this political figure or this historical figure was this color and they're this and they're that, and they're actually not. They don't teach you that in school, obviously. So I'm going to be getting some books, like some books about the Civil War and other different, the Moors and what they did, so I can further break things down. So let me check. But basically, the overall essence of this video is you have J. Cole and his new album, and the energy of it is to, right now, Italian first, King of C. Exactly. Yep. Oh, what up, Rich? What up, Rich? See, yeah, my brother Rich was the one who told me that. I forgot that your YouTube name is The Wandering Sage. My fault. I was like, wait a minute, Rich told me that just the other day. But planting your garden. Yeah, my garden is planted. I got my pepper plants. I'm waiting on my Carolina Reapers to come up. I got my King Star, Lemon Starburst. Can't wait for those. I'm waiting for my Sugar Rush Peaches to come up. But other than that, all my other peppers are in the greenhouse. I just put them in there. I'm gonna have 18 different spots for peppers, and then I might go to Rural King and find bell pepper plant because I don't want to start one. I don't want to start one right now. Yeah, I figured it out, Rich. I figured it out. But guys, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give you this big secret. We are in the era right now of the fucking heart chakra. Get your shit online. Work on your heart. Work on your heart, guys. I'm telling you, I had a major crystalline heart chakra activation the other day because that Titan heart was already online. That higher self, came and put that shit online a couple months ago. Now the crystalline activation, when you're talking about the crystalline being and the crystalline body, the light body and the crystalline being, you have to activate the heart. And a lot of times your heart, like they say, the heart lighter than a feather. So basically, I'll be transparent right now. I'll tell you how it happened for me. So my heart has some things on it, some things that happened with a very dear friend here maybe like a month ago. Haven't really dealt with that too much. I want to delve more into it, but I have to do it myself and just with myself. If I'm prepared to do that if need be, but I would really like to talk to her and break things down and just be truthful with each other. But really what happened the other day was one of the main things that was weighing on my heart, literally, is my relationship with my father. It's not good. And what he's put our family, my family through almost 30 years. I'm 28, turning 29 this year. And, it's kind of crazy. What happened was, I don't know, we kind of got into it the other day. Nothing, nothing, um, nothing that bad. Now here's the fucking key. Now this is why I say it's really about how my heart got the crystalline activation, because one of the biggest stones weighing on my heart was lifted. He we got into it yesterday on it's just a regular spat, and I was really mad at him. And my ancestors came to me and they said, "You need to make a choice." I'm not gonna delve too much into it because that's personal. I made a choice, and they're like, "Okay, do you really want to make this choice?" And then I'm in my room doing some stuff, getting some stuff ready, and working on the heart. It's working on yeah, yeah, 100%. The Gnostic scriptures are amazing, but I was in my room, and he comes in my room, because my dad's retired now because of his health issues. Basically, I think he could be, with the choices he's made with his health, he's kind of almost out of here, and he's only in his 50s. With the way he treats his body and different things like that, is the realization is he might not have long left. And basically, what happened is this: he came in our room and he said, "I'm sorry, son." He usually doesn't apologize for what he does, which I don't really care like that. I've never really cared, and that's part of my heart, that I needed to shake off that dust, that weight. And he was really actually sincere. And then, so I'm thinking he's about to leave, and the man, in all of my fucking life, I've never once seen my dad cry. And he broke down in front of me and cried. And he hugged me. I cried too because, we haven't had the best relationship. And it was something that's always weighed on my heart, because it's always the bitterness I've had for what he's done to our family. The things we've had to endure that we shouldn't have had to endure because of the things he chose to do. He chose to be a selfish man most of my life. And he, it seems like he's turning over a new leaf or something else is wrong. It's either really good or really bad. So my mom says it's like he doesn't want to have to say all the apologies while he's in the hospital again on his deathbed. So he's doing it now. And it was good. It was a really weird feeling. But it was nice. It was nice. And that lifted off of my heart, and shit was activated just like that because of the way I received it. Oh, thank you, Salavi. Thank you to my moderator, Salavi, for throwing the tags out there. Thank you. But this is the work on the heart that we need to do with distractions like J. Cole's new album, rocking people back to sleep so they don't figure out who they are and this and that. It's insane, but it's just what happens. Thank you, Drogon. Thank you. But it's just these things that it's like, if my father, the man who would never apologize, the man who would never do something like that. I've never seen him once cry in my entire life. This is the first time. Then what these situations that I am manifesting, and different things that I have in my heart that I would like to not have in my heart but on my mind, really, and that are pulsating from my heart that I would like to manifest. I know that it's possible. If that can happen, shit, anything is motherfucking possible. I'm trying to tell you, I got all the confidence in the world with no fucking doubt anymore. And that's what I needed. So what I'm saying is work on yourself. Know that, like Drogon said, not everybody's perfect. And, know thyself in and out. Look at your surroundings. It's just simple shit at the end of the day. love yourself and love others. You know, that's what I want to do. So that is the lecture for the day. I'm going to start reading comments. Go back down. I like, I have tears right now when it comes to parents and children. How, yeah, Drogon. Yeah, I know that you're going through it with your son and his mother. Like, it's crazy, man. Too many energies. So there are too many. There are so many energies and powers when it comes to this. I'm telling you. So right now we're coming in. Some people are coming into that 4D energy, and some people have already been there. Some people who need to be ahead of that are already in the fifth dimension of that unconditional love, that crystalline heart, and it's for a purpose. They're not there because they're better than people. We're not there because we're better than this person or that person. We're there because it's part of our purpose. We need that energy. We need access to that energy before we get to a certain point so that we can usher it in. So we can advance civilization so we can get to where we need to go. She took the vaccine, and in my mind, it's over for her, but she doesn't understand it. Yeah, love is higher than everything. But the concept of it kind of stems, like what people say, 5D love, it kind of stems from that area that we can conceive, and it goes beyond to infinity and beyond. It reaches places we cannot perceive, we cannot think of. Love is love can make you or break you. There's love, really, and then there's unconditional love. Love is the masculine love. Unconditional love versus love. Love is the masculine version. Unconditional is the feminine, and love has its boundaries. Okay, I will love you if you don't do this. I'll love you only until this point. But unconditional love is seen as the love of a mother, which is I will love you no matter what, no matter how you make me feel. It's about how I feel about you. That's unconditional love. Unconditional love is how I feel about you versus how you make me feel. I'm still going to love you. And I believe I've given that to certain people. If fear is as powerful as it is, and love has to be greater than all. Yes. Think about it. We are in the realm of separation, okay? Which is why polarity exists. So being in the realm of separation, duality, think of the opposites of these things. What's the opposite of fear? Oh, what is up? What is up? Everybody say hi to my friend Raina. She's a great tarot reader. Also a great friend. I'm about done with the lecture. You can go back and watch it. We're at 38 minutes. So, only 38 minutes. It's not that long, but, I kind of just went in on a random topic that I was talking to about. I was talking to my friend Gail and my friend Desmond about earlier, and we kind of figured some things out about what's going on right now, But I love you guys. Peace. I'm out. And remember to work on yourself. Remember to open your hearts and not to keep that shit weighing on your heart, whatever it is. Whatever weighing on your heart or your soul, if you really want it to go, it'll go. It'll manifest in a situation in which you're like, I needed that. I was ready for that. Like I told you what the situation like yesterday with me and my dad. I was ready for that. I accepted it. I accepted it all, and I'm able to let it go now, And it's going to make the work that I have to do on myself a lot easier. I was prepared to do it no matter what, whatever the work was, no matter what, but I was avoiding that. Me and him are so stubborn. We were both going to take this feud to the grave. It's just kind of how it was, but I'm glad we didn't. But I love you guys. The shop is live. Also on the shop. Oh, an update on the shop. So I got this right here. This right here is a pill loader. So I'm making my own herbal pills and different blends. So I will have my own detox blends. Maybe I try all these pills myself. I try all my products myself before I sell them to you guys. But my own detox pills, herbal pill blends, maybe even like a blend that will help you assist you in releasing weight. Instead of, I don't really like to say weight loss, but releasing weight. I'll probably use like a dried cayenne pepper with some herbs or something. Something. I'll see how that works out. Also, I will be selling my silver, gold, and copper elixirs in bigger weights than 1 ounce. So I'll be selling those in bulk, 6 and 12 ounces. For right now, you can just hit me on the Cash App, which hit me up on my Instagram, and we can talk prices for the 6 or 12 ounces of copper, silver, or gold, because I don't have it live on the shop yet. But, silver is just one of those things you want to have in bulk, copper, and also colloidal gold. So those are the 2 shop updates. I'll be working on my Instagram page for the shop. And, I'm going to give out, I always got to give out books. Always got to get to the books. Where's that book at? Okay. Well, I can. So this book right here, The Soul of the Matter. It's called The Soul of the Matter by Gershon Winkler. Amazing book. When you're doing the work on your heart and working on perfecting your soul, and working on the soul, period. My God, this is an amazing book. It's a must get. Brother Yosef recommended it here on YouTube, and Bobby and Panic have recommended it. It is a gem. You can get it on a Libris for like $8 to $10, and with shipping like 13 total. It is an amazing book on the soul. It's giving you information on the soul you're not gonna get anywhere else. It's Jewish literature, but it's amazing. The Soul of the Matter by Gershon. I'm gonna put it in Gershon Winkler. It's very cheap too. Yeah, I should have bro Yosef. Also, Asset Protection. This is a very good book. Asset Protection. Amazing book. Gotta have it. What else? I always recommend this book, The Art of Psychic Protection. Judy Hall. Amazing book. What else? I'm just grabbing books that I have within arm's reach. Now, where are my other? Oh, Creating Magical Entities. Let me see if I can go get. I'll be right back. Whoa. Here's another good book. Wheels of Light. You got to have this one for the chakras and the aura. Fucking amazing. This book is so fucking dangerous. So dangerous. Yeah, I got my ring lights. I got it on right. Yeah, it's actually, when you see my videos having better light, I have it on, but I don't always use it. And I got my mic. But yeah, Wheels of Life. This book is so good, it's dangerous. I know people using this book in evil ways, but it's a great book for the chakras and the auras. Fucking amazing. Breaks it down physically, mentally, spiritually, and on the occult level. That book, it didn't really cost me very much. All these books were cheap. I probably paid for all those books total with shipping and handling, because I ordered them all at separate times. Maybe like $40. But that's really like $1,000 worth of books right there. Price, I say priceless because they have timeless knowledge. Creating magical entities has, the methods of creating your own entity and your own deity, and how we already do so subconsciously with words. They tell you about that, how we're already doing it. We're already creating entities with words. Basically what these law of attraction channels don't tell you about fucking affirmations. They tell you about affirmations, but they never tell you why they work because they don't know. Okay. Oh, you are gonna love it, Raina. It's short, but it's straight to the point. It's sweet. It's fucking sweet. It's a must-have on the soul. You're gonna see why a lot of shit is the way it is. It tells you the 5 levels of the soul. Now, when you're looking at the 5 levels of the soul, you can see in your incarnation right now where you're at. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that page. Death, suffering, and infant mortality. It talks about the 5. It is a good one. It tells you about suffering, all of the, what the purpose of suffering is, reincarnation, the purpose of life, and it all correlates it all to the soul. Where is it at? The anatomy of the soul. It's got to be in the very, very beginning. Got to be in the beginning. Where it breaks down all the different types, all the different levels of the soul. Here it is, the anatomy of the soul. Fulfillment of the soul means the optimum realization of its potential. The Talmud teaches that the soul consists of 5 successive levels of potential consciousness, each of which is endowed with representative faculties of the others. They are nefesh, appetitive awareness, that's level number 1, ruach, R-U-A-C-H, emotional awareness, neshama, intellect, shayah, divine life force, and Yechedidah, uniqueness. Nefesh constitutes the nutritive aspect of the soul, which is the very aspect of the soul, which is the point of connection at which the divine soul is integrated with the physical body. That's the very beginning. That's like your first incarnation. And Yechedidah would be like when you get to the last. Once you get to the last. So, that's just a little excerpt out of the book, and it tells you, it goes on about those 5 levels, and basically, you can correlate that to your life. You're like, okay, my life has kind of been going like this. I'm about right here. I'm in this incarnation, because we're really here for our soul to realize and experience things, and it does that in tandem with the spirit. The spirit is the animation or the animate self. So the soul gives out a vibration, which it wants to experience. The spirit says, okay, latches onto that, and it brings it about to the best of your ability. That is akin to the subconscious and the conscious. You see what I'm saying? And your soul accumulates all of this information. So a lot of things that are stored in your soul and are past lives. So you can break yourself down. Start looking up deities. So start looking up your incarnation now, and okay, you could be Hispanic, black, white, or whatever your culture that you kind of fall into. in this lifetime, and also are drawn to as well. Drawn to, because a lot of us are drawn to different cultural deities and gods and goddesses and pantheons that are outside of our actual culture. Start looking up those and looking up their stories and their aspects and see how that correlates to you and your life. And if it just feels right, that's probably one of your last incarnations. Well, that's probably you right now. But it's probably something stored inside of your soul. So then you can correlate that energy to yourself, study that energy, and start working with that energy. Or, seeing if it is something that you would like to get acquainted with again. You just forgot it. So that's part of knowing thyself. Gematria. So look up Gematria Gematria calculators. Okay. I forgot. Let me see. I have one that I used. My friend D Astro, he dropped a Gematria calculator on Facebook. So let me go to it, because this Gematria calculator will help you break down your name and stuff. You can just input your. Let me see. Here it is, right here. So basically, the Gematria calculator is www.g. Actually, let me just put it in. I'm gonna put it in the website, and then you guys can go to it. This is good information. This is helping you know who you are, breaking yourself down, so then you can see where you want to go, and you can help get more into your purpose. It's good. It's great just to know who you are more. We don't know ourselves like we think that we do. .g GEMA Trinator.com. I'm trying to get this in for you guys. /calculator. /index. .php. See if that works. Hopefully it does, but that should be the site. It's the web's best gematria calculator. A friend of mine sent it to me, and I just typed in the link. Or basically, here's what I can do. Here's what I'll do. I'll go back to it. I should have just did it this way the first time. Damn it. All right, I'm going to come into the live from my phone. And then I'm going to drop it and see if... Oh, it works? Okay. So basically what you do is you can type in letters. You can type in your name, your first name, middle name, and last name, and get the breakdown of your numbers. And then what you're going to want to do is find a good book on gematria. I have a good book on gematria that my friend also gave to me, but look more into that and look at your numbers, and then you can see what energies you correlate with just based on your name. So let me go back into that and see what the book is called. Actually, what is the book? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type in Kabbalah. And images. Type in Kabbalah, go to images. Once you get your numbers, basically you get your number, your name. So your name is you're gonna add up your name. So Joseph is 6 letters. So that's going to be a 6. So the Kabbalah is going to pull up just a occult schematic of the tree of life, and the Qliphoth is the opposite, Doth, tree of death. So Joseph is 6 letters. That's a 6. It goes 1 through 10, and it looks like this. I'm going to show you. My middle name has 8 letters. That's an 8. My last name has 5 letters. That's a 5. So I'm a 685 path on the Kabbalah. Where is it? So, damn it. So that's what it looks like. Let me try turning down the light. So, yep, there we go. That's what it looks like. This is the Kabbalah. So you have your 1 through 10. You have your paths 1 through 10. So, I would take my like when I do my name, you add up the letters of your name, first, middle, and last. And those 3, yeah, so your first path is going to be your first 3 numbers. So you're going to take those numbers and look at that path. And then you're going to take those 3 numbers and add them up. And, like if it adds up to like a 10, then that means you're on the path of Malkuth. And also 10 reduces down to 1. So that is above and below. That is Keter and Malkuth, Earth and the cosmos. They create everything in between. So you can look up that and what those mean. And they also correlate to tarot. So for all our tarot readers out there, Kabbalah definitely correlates to tarot a lot. They have a significance to it. They even have an Aleister Crowley site where he has clickable tarot, where you can look more in depth on that. Then there's another site called the Gnostic Serpent. Check this site out. It is fucking phenomenal. Gonna blow your mind with this shit. But these are just some of the things that myself and my friend, my great friend Gail, has helped giving me these resources. We talk almost every day, about the growth of our soul, our goals and ambitions, what we're gonna do, and trying to help ourselves and help each other, and and the collective more, and just doing magic every day, because there's motherfuckers out there doing magic against you every fucking day. You don't even know it. So you better get in your bag, your magical bag, and line up your shit with, there's start working on a chakra every day. Like you can make whatever day, like you can go by the planetary energies of that day. You don't have to be locked into that. You can work on a heart chakra on a fucking Wednesday or a fucking Tuesday if you want, when that will be the root chakra day on Tuesday. And I think heart chakra is also Wednesday, maybe, but and you start, wearing colors that correlate to that chakra. You start eating foods that correlate to that chakra, the color of that chakra, and just start doing things. That's how we can help not only know ourselves but help ourselves. This is how we take care of ourselves. This is self-love right here. On a spiritual level, and then you can take it to a physical level. Women's feet done, your nails done. Fucking, we can all stand to get a foot massager, or just get some nice clothes, whatever we want to do, and that's like a physical level. Eat the right foods if that's what we need to do, work out more, and then that's the physical. Mental, get our mind right. Yeah, always. People are always doing that. There's people in Hollywood, these motherfuckers, elites in Hollywood, that do rituals against us every day. Every day. They don't. That's why they say no rest for the wicked. They don't fucking sleep. So you better get your protection game up. Get your protection game up. Okay. Get your health right, or do some magic for like health, prosperity and protection and things like that. And the foundation: health, prosperity, and wealth. and get those things flowing, and everything else will come to you. Those are the three foundational things right now that we can all stand to work on, because those are the three things that drive everybody: safety, health, and fucking money and fucking prosperity. So that's what I have to say for the day. I love you guys. Uh, what else? I don't have anything else, but I love you guys. I'm out. Peace. Oh, there we go.